you guys from YouTube, from Facebook. I am super excited to share with you guys some stuff that I've been learning about establishing a morning routine and just some ways that you can really crush your morning routine and have some great success with creating some new habits for yourself. So I want to start off by saying I was just at an amazing leadership retreat this past weekend, and I got to hear from a world-renowned author and speaker named Mel Robbins, who has an incredible book called The 5-Second Rule, which you should totally look it up if you don't know about it. Anyways, she spoke at this event and she shared some great stories, some great insight. And at the end of her presentation, she actually gave a free gift to everybody that was there. And she, it was basically some secrets to establishing what she called her millionaire morning. But really, it's for anybody that just needs to capture their productivity and just establish a routine for themselves in the morning. And what I thought was really interesting is like how many people actually that attended this conference, which were successful people, how many of those people actually took the time to take that free gift and take the time to listen to it and start implementing it and take it a step further to pay it forward to other people. And I know for me, it was important to me to, first of all, listen to it, take it in, and now I want to pay it forward to you guys. So here are the steps to crushing your morning and really establishing a routine for yourself. So I know for me, I have heard a million times over that successful people wake up early. So I used to wake up early and then I would sit there and be like, okay, I'm here, now what? Like, so I was up early, but I didn't really know what I was supposed to do next and how I was supposed to really like harness these productivity hours that people would say are your prime time hours, you know, where you get your best ideas. So first of all, let's talk about how you even get up early. I've shared with you guys some of my tricks on this before, and I felt really good about myself when Mel kind of verified that I was doing it the right way. So she says, geniuses do not sleep with their phone. So what that means is if you are using your phone as your alarm clock, which most of us do, if you're doing that and you have it sitting right there on your nightstand, then you're doing it wrong. So what happens, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate, is that your alarm goes off in the morning, and then when you're in this hazy fog of like, oh, it can't be time yet, I just fell asleep 2 seconds ago, and then you reach over and you grab your phone and you just click snooze, like without even thinking about it. Basically, your robot mind just takes over and clicks snooze automatically without you really saying, hey, I'm giving myself more time. So you just kind of autopilot do that to yourself and you rob yourself of getting up and just getting started with your day. And if your phone is right there, then you're giving yourself permission to do that every single day. What she suggests and what I do is I plug my phone in and charge it overnight in my bathroom. So as soon as the alarm goes off, I walk right into the bathroom, I turn the alarm off, and I don't look at it. I have notifications that are on my home screen. I don't look at the notifications. I simply turn my alarm off and then I do my bathroom stuff. I go to the bathroom, I brush my teeth, and I usually have my workout clothes in my bathroom so I get dressed. So that's what I do instead of grabbing my phone off the nightstand, clicking snooze, looking through notifications, looking at social media or email. I don't do any of that. And the reason behind that is the second that you start looking at social media and that you start looking at your emails or whatever else steals your attention, you are giving away your most productive time and you are kind of allowing like all these other things to come in and steal your thoughts. So I really loved one of the things that she said in the video I watched where she said, do you think that Oprah Winfrey or Richard Branson wake up in the morning and just click snooze over and over again and start looking through emails in order to get ideas? Absolutely not. Like, these are people running multi-billion-dollar companies. So I'm sure that they're not looking at Amazon's like laser deals, right? So step one, get your phone out of the bed, put it in the bathroom, in the closet, or somewhere else so that you get up, you turn your alarm off, and you get started with your day without looking at the crap. All right, so step two is let your mind wander. And this is kind of ties into not looking at social media and stuff like that in the morning. So if you just give yourself time to let your mind wander, that's where you end up getting a lot of your greatest ideas. And you are just kind of letting this creative part of your brain have the time to just roam freely, and you're not like allowing the flood of the day to start like coming into your thoughts. You're just saying, hey brain, think about whatever you want to think about. So don't start thinking about your to-do list. Don't start thinking about like a project that you have due at work. Don't start thinking about, you know, your kid's doctor appointment this afternoon. Just be. That's what one of my pastor Sarah always tells me. She says, just be. So just be open. Just give yourself some time to think. And that's going to be just a great way to maybe have some new ideas, to have some creativity, and to just kind of, you know, think about things that are important to you. All right, number three, and this is probably one of my favorite ones, and it is geniuses make progress, not to-do lists. If you guys know me, I am horrible at to-do lists, and there's so much conflicting things with productivity out there. Some people say you've got to make a to-do list. Some people say you have to have like these schedules, or like there's all these different things, and you know, whatever you find that works for you is what works. But for me, I don't work well with to-do lists, but making progress, of course, is very important to me. So during your time that you are letting your mind wander, you need to come to a idea of like one thing that just kind of comes to mind. Like maybe, you know how sometimes you just have these random thoughts where you're like, oh yeah, I need to make sure I order that book. Or, oh yeah, I need to make sure that I make a blog post about all my reviews from Vegas. Like whatever that one thing is that comes into your mind during your wandering time, that's gonna be the thing that should be something that you want to make progress on. So instead of like making a to-do list of all these things that are like in all these various aspects of your life, I mean, we all wear so many hats. We've got our mom tasks, our job tasks, our wife tasks, our business owner tasks, our being a good friend task, our church task, and like we have all these things. And so when you make a to-do list, it's very hard to stay focused because you're getting pulled in so many directions and you don't know which one you're supposed to give your best time and attention to. So if you give yourself the time to just let your mind wander, normally your genius brain or your creative part of your brain is going to kind of tell you something where you should be having that one thing that you want to make progress on today. And if you attach that with why that thing matters, then you can remind yourself throughout the day as you do get started on your tasks and you do get started on your regular life, you can remember, why is that important? Why do I need to make that phone call? Why do I need to look into these things? So connecting it with a why is really going to be the difference maker. The next thing is giving yourself 30 minutes before 7:30. So the 7:30 part is probably going to vary for everybody based on your schedule. I know 7:30 for me is way too late. I wake up at 5:15 and but what you really need to take away from this rule is that you need to have 30 minutes to yourself before the day starts happening. And this is something that I tell my clients all the time, the people that I work with in my health and fitness groups, as well as the people that I mentor in my business. You need to have 30 minutes to yourself before the day starts happening and starts like taking you away. So those 30 minutes are priceless. Those are the 30 minutes that you're giving yourself before looking at social media, before looking at email, before your kids are up pulling you, in all these directions of making breakfast, making coffee, getting the husband out the door, whatever it is. You need 30 minutes to yourself. And I know that a lot of people say, I'm already hardly getting enough sleep. I can't give myself any more time. I can't get up any earlier. But you need to do whatever you need to do to make sure that you're getting those 30 minutes, because you are a human being and you deserve at least 30 minutes to yourself. 30 minutes to just be and to just let your mind wander and to just kind of reflect and just kind of take life in. So 30 minutes before the day starts happening, that's going to be essential for you to really crush your day so that you know where your mind is going to be going and where you're going to be focused. All right, and there was just a little side note about that. There was some research from somebody famous at Duke University. And they said that your best 2 hours, like where your brain produces the best stuff, is the first 2 to 3 hours that you're awake. So can you give yourself 30 minutes of those 2 to 3 hours? Like, can you just invest that back into yourself? Like, can you just imagine the domino effect that will have for the rest of the day, for the rest of the week, if you're just investing that 30 minutes, like doing your devotionals or just, being silent, meditating, just reflecting, thinking about your kids and the things that are important to you. The last thing, and this is something that I need you guys to hold me accountable on too, geniuses quit. And at first I was like, what? But what she meant, what that means is giving yourself a quitting time. How many times have you thought like, oh, I'm so excited about tomorrow because I'm gonna have all this time to get everything done. My husband is out of town and the kids are gonna be at school, so I'm gonna have like a full 10 hours to get everything I need to get done. And then like the full 10 hours goes by and you're like, wait, what happened? I didn't get anything done. And that's because like, if you know that you have 10 hours, then you're going to like dilly-dally and like just dabble in things all day long. And then as it gets closer to the 10th hour, then you're like, oh crap, I gotta get this stuff done. And then you didn't leave yourself enough time. But your brain like automatically your brain automatically is gonna take up the full 10 hours, even if it's only an hour of work. So it's the same reason why like college students or I know for me, I wait until like the final hour to write a paper. You guys saw me at the end of my semester last time where I was like, I didn't even pick a topic and my paper is due tomorrow. And I started and I had to do this like 15-page paper, and I knew about it for like 8 or 9 weeks, but I didn't get started on it until the end. So you've got to give yourself deadlines. Sometimes you have to treat yourself like you're a student, or like you've just got these rules and these guidelines to live by. Otherwise, you're just gonna find yourself burning out because you're gonna be working all day long. You're gonna work while you're at your office, then you're gonna get home, do the family stuff, and then you're gonna work some more. So you have to give yourself some boundaries and just set that as a firm thing. Set an alarm on your phone if you need to. Tell your success partner or your mentor, hey, this is my cutoff time, 3:30. Make sure that I am done and I am not working. Hold me accountable to that. So whatever it is for you, you've got to set it, you've got to establish it, set an alarm for yourself, and make it a non-negotiable. So those are the things that you can do to really crush your morning. So, making sure that you are committing to it, like you don't have to write this down and think about it. You can write this down and do it tomorrow. And each one of these steps builds on each other. So you don't have to be perfect at it tomorrow, but tomorrow you can start by putting your phone in the bathroom and starting there by not hitting snooze, and then giving yourself that time to let your mind wander. Maybe you've got to work up to 30 minutes. I don't know. I think you need to just do it. But you can build on this and you can really establish this as part of your day and part of your routine that's going to give you time to know what you want out of life, and know how to take action on it. So I hope this was helpful to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know how it goes tomorrow morning. I can't wait to hear from you all, and I will talk to you later. Bye guys.